Welcome back to another episode of the GTR podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Payton, and this is my co-host, Alice. Alice, go ahead.
What is up, guys? Long hiatus.
You
I
went on a
was
trip.
out of the country, and then just a lot of. I'll be honest, bro. If you follow me on Twitter, if you don't follow me, go follow me at that one fan underscore 13. Go follow Dan. Dan is the boss.
What a
313.
plug.
Shameless plug. Listen, if you listen to the podcast, come on. Um, but yeah. Um,
Alex
oh,
being a busy man.
I was in fucking Italy, dude. And I'm gonna be honest, like the whole week after I got back, I
Recover.
was so jet lagged. We normally record this pod at night, but the problem was I was falling asleep at like 8 p.m. latest. Like, oh, I forgot to say the date. Today is
Or 22.
April 23rd, 2023, but by the time we end this, it'll be April 24th probably.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, so yeah, there's that. Mock draft piece is literally finishing touches. It'll be out by we'll call it Tuesday. So probably when this pod's out.
Oh, shit. People not gonna like my mic dress. Oh my god.
Well, no shit. Are you the one writing a piece on it?
No, but like yours about to be so sensible. Like yours about to be great. Mine, oh my god.
There's a couple picks of mine that I actually don't like, but
Oh man. Oh man. I can't wait to do mine. I'm just drop
yeah,
mine. I'm
I
gonna drop
can't wait.
mine on my timeline and just
Yeah, we're gonna
lose
have
my
to,
shit.
and then we're gonna have to do once the draft lotto's done. We're gonna have to do it.
May 16th, Pistons with the number one pick.
Yeah. Anyway, today I know some awards are going out and whatnot, and we missed the end of the regular season. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do a season review for both of our teams. We maybe can. I know I'm going to do a piece on. I'll do the Pistons because there's been a lot of negativity going around. There has been, I promise you. Yeah, I follow
You know
James
what? You're not
Edwards.
wrong. You're not
Yeah,
wrong. You're not wrong. It has been. I've been in. Oh man, Pistons Twitter has been in a war recently against like Rockets Twitter,
oh, yeah.
Kings.
It's
Um,
just the battle of mid.
hey, yo,
I'm not wrong.
you don't have to say it, bro. Because man, woke up in my time. I woke up one day and my notifications. I was like mentioning like 15 tweets. I'm like, why am I mentioning here? And then I just seen what it was about. I'm like,
Hold
ah,
up. I've just seen, go keep going, but I've just seen a tweet from Three Cone. Shout out to him. He actually
yo,
followed me back. There's
I
no
was,
way the Timberwolves throw this.
but yeah, we oh man, we not too long ago had a battle of who's the most midiest coach in the league since Nick Nurse got fired and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
go through coaching changes once they occur, but we did have. Actually, I'm just gonna say quick note, couple notes. Steven Silas, that's how you say it, right?
mm-hmm.
Or Silas, right?
Silas,
Okay. Steven Silas got fired. Surprise, surprise. Um, and Dwayne Casey
moved
stepped
up.
down. Um, and one thing I'm really glad about, I know James Edwards III said this, like, he's really glad that no one got to it, and he got to say it for himself. When literally the second the Rockets game ended, Steven Silas, it was announced, like, Shams and Woj were all over it. Yeah, he's gone. And Dwayne Casey had been there for 5 years. Obviously, like, had some questionable rotations, whatever. You can have your opinions, but no one's doing anything with that team, one. And two,
They moved
excuse me,
him. They
that
moved him.
wasn't really, he didn't really sign up for a rebuild. So
I gotta.
he stuck through it. And I'm glad he's moving to the front office because he is pretty smart when it comes to basketball.
you said it. You took it all out of my mouth, man. You took it all out. He he didn't sign up for a rebuild, but he embraced it, and he embraced the vision that Troy Weaver
Yeah,
had. And I'm glad he's in the front office because he's a great basketball mind. Um, if you ever went to a Pistons game, like people are listening, I've been to a couple a little bit, just a little bit, and like being able to see Dwayne Casey before games and stuff like that. It's really like he moves people. He moves people. His voice resonates throughout. Like you just being in the arena, like close. You see what players talk about as like he's a he's a great person, not just a coach, but a great person in general.
yeah. And once again, reiterating another thing that James Edwards III said, he said, like one thing he never lost throughout everything was the locker room, which that's one impressive, especially with how many young guys they had, and two, with just the fact that they weren't winning. Let's be real, but still being able to keep the locker room is
With with young
so
guys, with young
pretty
guys.
impressive, and he kept the team in check. And really, that's all you really can do. Do that and make sure you're developing guys a little bit. So good luck to him in the front office. And yeah, the only reason why I really went into that was because it's your team. We'll
Yeah.
go into coaching signings. There's a few coaching guys available. Who do you want?
Who do I want? Oh man. Hmm. If I'm being honest, the dream would be EA. But things that I'm like really like realistically and I can see happening and stuff like that is Quinn Cook, Quinn Cook on Miami Heat. No, Chris Cook. Oh man,
Chris. I was gonna say
Chris
I'm
Cook.
like
I said Quinn Cook. Oh my God,
Chris Cook.
Chris
You
Cook
good?
of
You
the
good?
Miami Heat, and also Milwaukee's Bucks assistant coach. Both of those assistant coaches are very one. They come from a good coaching tree too. One
Exactly.
and two. They're looks like the type of coach that Casey and Troy Reaver would like. People who are character guys, not character and locker room guys, not just basketball guys. They're just character and locker
Exactly.
room guys who can also coach. So I really see us because there's a lot of you're seeing more coaches come out and either names are getting tossed around and stuff like that. I don't see us hiring a big time name coach because I just feel like the way that Troy's going about this coaching process and things like that, he wants to give somebody a shot, a fair shot, who's been an assistant or has been under a head
Yeah.
coach a while to see what they do and how they build with a group. He wants to build not just the team from scratch, but like the coaching things from scratch,
Yeah.
But because I don't think we're going to get a Nick Nurse. I don't want Nick Nurse anyways. But
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
don't. I wouldn't want Nick Nurse either.
But a lot of these other teams are getting big name coaches thrown out their way, and they think that's the right thing. Just because they're a big name coach doesn't mean they're the great coach or the good coach for you. So that's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
I can
Yeah.
see a good assistant coach coming here to Detroit and just building with this team. So we always like to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um.
Chris Cook, Chris
Yeah.
Cook.
That makes sense. Um. I'll give my piece when we have more time and whatnot, but also because I haven't really thought about it too much. Who I truly would want for you guys. Um. Whoa! It's going into overtime.
Mm-hmm. What?
Anthony Edwards hit a game winner. Well, game tying shot.
He is Michael Jordan.
He's ridiculous. Anyway, we are starting with probably a surprise. How do I say this? It's been a quite the series so far. Miami and Milwaukee.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
As it stands, Milwaukee is up 2-1.
No, Miami is up 2 games to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Hold up. Let me cook. Oh man. First off, I want to talk about is the injuries. Injuries suck. You've seen a lot of players go down this first round with injuries. Definitely Giannis went down. I think it was game 1.
Yeah,
He got
Giannis
hurt,
went down pretty early in game one.
and he hasn't been back since then. Then Tyler Hero in that same game, Giannis went down. He broke his hand, and
Broke his
then
hand. Yeah. By the way, I said on the pod, oh, I forgot to address this. We went on with Deontay, D Talking Sports. If you remember,
that was
finally,
hilarious.
long time coming.
That was hilarious.
That was really funny. I'm sorry, also, just quick tangent. It was funny for me because I'm like, I don't know that much about football. So I was very much out of my depth.
But oh man,
I don't think
well,
I said anything too dumb, did I?
you didn't. You didn't. I
Good.
kind of did, but it was kind of on the borderline of like we can
Yeah.
let's start a dialogue talk. But
Yeah.
but I'll link that. I'll link that into the description so below. I'll link
Bet.
that one. Yeah. But
Hell yeah.
man, that was fun. I did
That,
that for my car.
yeah, I know.
But that was great. That was great. Oh man.
Yeah.
But
Um. Anyway, back to the
back to
task at hand. But
Miami.
I thought Tyler Hero made a three with a broken hand.
He did. He did.
That fell.
Yes, he did. He broke his hand and still made the third. Yes. Yes.
I thought, because I
Yes.
thought it was like a thing. Because originally, and I thought for several days, um, that three didn't go. Sorry, that three went in,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I heard, I think it was three cone. Once again, shout out to him. I heard him say, um, like it looked like it went in, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying, so
It
hey,
went
two
in.
v
Yeah.
one
He made a three with a
with
broken
a
hand.
broken hand. That's ridiculous.
And then
But
after then that injury happened. Then not too long
he's
ago.
done
Not too long
unless
ago.
they miraculously like.
Give him that. Give him that LeBron treatment. Hit him with that. Taking a. We all know what LeBron went to. If you know, you know. Take him to where LeBron went to him. Come back hero. But and
Okay,
then Victor went down too.
yeah,
Victor.
Victor went down. Then he's
Oh man. Oh,
that it's rough. It was rough. I
and
saw him go down, and he's a guy who I already really like. Um,
that's
but
but man, that's
it
the
just
second.
hurt.
That's a second injury in the past. That's 3 injuries
And
in the past 4 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a left patellar tendon tear, so not a rupture, which is of course better, but you still have to treat it relatively similarly.
Yeah. He's walking on crushes. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's done for.
But yeah, he's
I don't
done.
know the exact timeline of that injury typically, but my guess is at least 9 months.
Yeah. We probably. Oh, I don't want to say this. Probably seeing the last basketball from Victor, honestly,
Well,
because
I
that
thought that for a split second because in my head he's in his like early mid 30. He's 30.
yeah, but that you had an ACL, right? ACL, Achilles, and this.
He didn't have an Achilles, did he?
I'm pretty sure
I don't
the
think he had an Achilles.
Indy, Miami, Indy, then via Rockets in Miami, and then Miami, and this one, this the fourth. If I'm not wrong, I could be totally wrong, but the Pacers injury was
Yeah,
the big one, and that just led to a chain
yeah.
reactions. Let's see. Let's see if I got that right.
Let me
Victor's
see.
injury.
Yeah, he had a right quad tear,
Oh, a quad. Okay.
but that was ended up being really bad. He tore his quadriceps tendon. Uh, okay, so he didn't tear an ACL or Achilles, but so with how the knee works,
Oh,
um, so there's your kneecap, patella, whatever. There's the quadriceps tendon above it, and the or quad tendon, whatever the hell, same thing. And there's the patellar tendon, which is below it.
how many
The
injuries do you count that he had?
oh, I don't know. I'm just going through the major ones.
Oh, go ahead.
So he tore his quad tendon, which is in his right knee, which is just above the kneecap, and in his left knee he tore the patellar tendon, which is just below the kneecap. So
So in 19, like you said, uh, quad quad tendon right, yeah, off the right top of the kneecap, yeah. And then he tore his quad again, the same one, if I'm not wrong. So that the first one happened
no,
in 19.
yeah, no,
Second
but
one,
this one was in yeah, but this one was just in. Are you saying this is the same knee? Because it's not. The first one
no,
was the
no,
one.
because no, I'm looking through it. I'm seeing if I'm right.
Yeah,
The first one was in 19. The second injury to his quad was 2022. This one, and he had four major injuries.
yeah.
Yeah, four major injuries. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen the end of him, honestly. I think he's got so much mental toughness. I think
Go ahead.
I
You can.
think we will see him back again. Anyway,
Okay.
back to the series. We've got a very injured season. We've got Jimmy Butler being Jimmy Butler. He's ridiculous as always. And no
My
Giannis. And we've seen it. We saw in game one. My it's still my thought process that okay, Miami needs. I don't think Miami's going to be able to shoot. Like if Giannis is out the whole series, the only way I think they can win is if they shoot stupidly well from three. Which, in fairness, they've done it twice out of 3 games. I don't think they're going to be able to do it
you don't
four
think they
times
got you don't think they
games.
got two more in them?
I don't.
All they gotta do is have
Not
two.
it's like 55 to 60%, whatever the hell it was.
So the first game was 60% because I remember that vividly because I'm saying,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't think they can shoot 60.
Yesterday,
Yesterday they shot. Let's see. Yesterday they
yeah,
shot
yesterday was
49%,
45,
49,
48 and a half,
48, 49.
48 and a half. Yeah.
But hear me out. I said this though. I said Miami doesn't have to shoot 60% from three. They don't have to be crazy. They just have to shoot better than Milwaukee. And they have from three, they have been doing it. Actually, if I'm not wrong, they've been shooting the best in the playoffs. I think it's them and then Boston below them. Or something like that from three.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think it's 70.
Well, I actually don't think it's I don't think it's us because we actually haven't been
Let me
shooting
see.
that well. I think we've just had 2 good shooting games, but the first two were kind of rough. Um,
I saw thing.
but even that, and that's if Giannis stays out, they're gonna have to shoot 50% from three. I don't. If Giannis comes back, I just think it's over because there's times when yes, Miami's defense is good, but just Milwaukee cannot create anything. And when you have probably the best player on the planet, that makes a bit of a difference, it's safe to say.
Y'all have hit the most threes. Yeah, y'all have. Y'all have. I know I wasn't tripping. Y'all have.
Okay. But
But
yeah, so that's my thought process. I still think if Giannis plays the next 3 games, which I think he will, I'm
I
not
think
100% sure. No one's really sure. Um, I think they win the next 3. It
from
could it could go to 7 though. It could very well go to 7.
Got Heat 6, and I stand on that.
You
Um,
said Heat in 6?
that's Heat in 6, and I stand on that. The reason
Okay.
why is because I think people will just forget how good, like, of course, Miami Heat offense is. It's not great in the half court. Let's be real. It's not great.
Yeah.
But I feel like people really forget how crucial defense is in the playoffs. As in, like, I could go bucket for bucket with you. It just depends if I get more stops than you. Like, you can go bucket. You can go to bucket for bucket with me. If I can get more stops than you, I can hang in a series. And Miami Heat defense is like a real thing when it comes to playoff time. Like, I know they got smoked last no 2 games ago, not last game, but the game before. They got smoked, but their offense was not, it's not good. And that's the
Yeah.
thing that he keeps going on because their offense isn't good. But also, Milwaukee just couldn't miss from anywhere they shot from. Um, One thing why I have Miami and it's still people still I still see, yeah, but Giannis is not here and Giannis is not there. Jimmy Butler has like improved like playoff time. And we know this. We know this for the most part because we know what Jimmy is made out of when it comes to playoff time. But like the 3 point shooting is real when it comes to playoff time. For some reason, it's a
It's
real thing.
weird. It's very weird.
It's a real thing. And if your best player can stretch the floor out like Jimmy hasn't done it in the regular season, that means nobody's seen Jimmy actually like do it like this. He's actually doing it now like this, and he's hitting. It's not like he's hitting like subpar 30 or subpar 35. He's like hitting when he's open, and he's got fouled on a couple of 3 pointers. So
Yeah.
it's a little thing. It's a different game plan that you have to look out for. You play Jimmy in the regular season 4 times, and you expect him. All right, his 3 point shot is not going to be there, or it's not that. Now he comes out playoff time. He's just busting threes left and right, and now you
Yeah.
got a game plan for it. And talking about game planning, who's a better coach than like if we're going to playoffs and game planning? Who's a better coach than Eric Spoelstra? He's been doing this. Like he's
No.
done
Yeah.
it. Like it's hard for me to see like
Yeah.
you're
If Giannis doesn't
getting those
come
three
back,
straight.
yeah, if Giannis doesn't come back, this is a series. Very much a series. Obviously, Miami is very injured, but still, Jimmy Butler is, if Giannis doesn't come back, by far the best player in this series. If Giannis comes back, I think it's wraps. I'm sorry.
I
Because
got a
just
question.
with the spacing and what they were really lacking, what I noticed was just that rim pressure. And when you've got Giannis, no explanation needed, you're going to get that rim pressure. So then the threes start to open up, you get all that stuff.
Miami has the defense of
I don't
Miami has Bam and Jimmy to stop. Of course, not going to stop Giannis, but to contain that rim pressure.
think,
Are you
and then
telling me? Are you telling me? What you're about to say? Can Bam and Jimmy contain Giannis from doing what Giannis does? Were you going to say that?
they can.
Okay, okay. Because I was
They
going to say
can.
yes.
I still think
Yes.
Giannis could score probably 25 on decent enough efficiency. And that still
Okay.
opens it. And still, that rim pressure opens everything up.
Right. That rim pressure does open everything. I'm cool with Giannis getting that 25. One thing, like, and this is another reason why I still, even before Giannis went down, why I still have Miami. I
You're biased.
that and I don't trust like I don't trust Drew Holiday to hit shots from three consistently because he's
When
not.
he yeah, when he has to shot create, especially from three, it's not good.
It's scary. It gets scary.
He'll hit his catch and shoots, kind of.
But
Respect to like at a decent enough clip.
if you get a
Nothing
hand
like
up, if you get a hand up and like run him off the line, you're winning. You're winning that battle.
yeah.
And Chris Middleton has been kind of shaky. His efficiency
No,
from the field,
I
no,
was literally about to say he's
his
been all right.
efficiency from the field is good. His 3 pointer kind of shaky. Like it's been kind of
You know
shaky.
why?
Go ahead.
They've been defended well.
Who says that? Like they still can defend well when Giannis there. When Giannis there, they still can
They
defend
have
well.
zero rim. When there's zero rim pressure, it's so much easier to guard the perimeter.
You think Drew Holiday is not bringing rim pressure? Of course, it's not on the level of
Eh,
Giannis, but Drew
it's
Holiday is gonna bring a
nowhere,
rim.
nowhere near on the level of Giannis.
Okay, then. Hmm. No, because that'll be the bias coming out here. Because I was about to say some wild shit. I was about to say, so when Giannis, so when I was gonna say, so when Giannis was attacking the rim, no, when Butler was attacking the rim, and Giannis is still there while Miami was hitting threes. But that's crazy. That's crazy. But go ahead. But
Yeah. So that's what I.
but that series has been good. Jimmy is showing why he's good. I need Bam to be better offensively. And
Yeah.
then we
And
series. We got the
I
series.
don't know. Bam can be better, but
A lot.
when Giannis comes back, it might be it might be bad.
I'm hoping Giannis comes back and Butler says, "Nah, I am him," and just oh man, if that
That'd be
happens,
ridiculous.
if that happens, Miami's winning that chip. You can't tell me that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the next series.
Is Celtics Hawks.
Go
I
ahead.
don't
This
think
is
there's too much to cover here, I'll be honest. Um
y'all almost lost
Atlanta's
today.
put up a decent enough fight, to be fair.
Y'all almost lost today.
We I wouldn't say almost. I thought we were in control for pretty much the whole game. It was still a bit nervy, but the offense was there. The defense has struggled so much, and that's what's annoying me.
Why has it struggled? Question mark. Because I haven't. I'm not gonna say I haven't watched the series, but I missed. I missed 2 games. Yeah, I
I
missed 2 games.
missed
So why
I
has it
missed the
struggled?
majority of game one,
Okay.
but I'll be honest, I don't know exactly. It's just been well, game three it really struggled.
That's the game y'all lost, right? Yeah.
Yeah, game three it really struggled, and that was a lot because we weren't contesting well at the rim. Today it was now in the at the very end we were doing all right. I think it was probably they were on pace to get like 110 or something, and then literally at the end when no one was trying that hard, Trey, DeJounte, yeah, Trey twice and DeJounte hit just dumbass threes when it was just like no one's trying that hard. Not the one where Tatum and Trey exchanged freaking logo threes, which that was ridiculous.
That was
I
a
mourn
spot. That was a spot right there. But
that was insane. Because the thing is, Tatum doesn't have that kind of range
no, he doesn't.
typically. He
Sure, he
doesn't
does.
shoot like he can't hit a three from more than like 26, 27 feet. But fuck it.
What's going on? A question, because like I said, I haven't been watching this Celtics series because I thought this game was about. I thought the series was going to be over in 4. Um,
Now
but
no, I was about to say Miami. I knew Atlanta was going to take a game or two. They're
but
good.
what's going on with Tatum's efficiency? Like,
Eh,
can we talk about it?
it's really just a lot of his because this has been the case for him forever.
Right.
It's just like whether or not his shot's falling.
And it's
It
not super
really
bad. It's
is.
just average. It's just like mid. But
Like he hits a lot of important shots, but it's also like today he wasn't crazy efficient, but he turned it on when he really needed to.
okay, okay, okay.
And
That's
what I do like, it's kind of the Trey Young thing where even if it's inefficient, like even if they're not shooting well from the field, they're gonna get to the line.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had a wild take that in hindsight is bad, but at the same
Say it.
time,
Say it. Say it.
I tweeted it too. It was fucking, excuse my French. Um, the Hawks should trade Trae Young and build around DeJounte.
Ew.
Yeah,
Ew.
not a good take,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Like
yeah,
the.
not a good take at all.
But
But I
maybe.
don't think the
Maybe.
principle of that is bad because it is so difficult to build around Trae Young.
Really.
Yes,
They don't have any good wings.
DeAndre Hunter's all right, and he's a good
He's
defender.
ah I don't
They
go.
got a damn good defensive guard. They've got two centers who are good at defense. Now they're missing, of course, a power forward. Clint Capella is a good defender. Shut your mouth. Clint Capella is good.
Congo was better,
Yeah, okay. I
and
disagree, but
and Clint is good, but he's unplayable. That's why you have a Congo out there.
yeah,
Clint is
exactly.
unplayable, so I don't know how good you can be when like the defense. Okay, yes, I'm not saying he's not a good defender. Defense is there. The defense is irrelevant if you can't be played on the floor. Like it's irrelevant. That's why they have a Congo
A
getting.
Kongwu, then you can play a Kongwu,
Wait,
and that's still good.
wait. You making it seem like it's their wings is bad and like they don't have anybody
Yeah, but
besides having
even
a
then,
Congo to be a lob threat. It's
it's
bad.
still hard to build around because you need all elite defenders around Trae Young. And that center also has to be a damn good rim runner, which in fairness, they have that, I think. DeAndre Hunter's a good defender. If they figure out the power forward situation, maybe they're doing something.
This DeAndre
Because
Hunter is
John
good.
Collins is bad. You finally admitted this. You like
Oh yeah,
watching
he
this. You're
is.
like,
He is. He's bad. He's bad. But this DeAndre Hunter good is like crazy. It's crazy.
he's good.
He's
He's
probably the middiest of mid at that forward position. Because
four.
okay, at the three, he's a
Yeah,
forward. He's a three forward.
he's a three.
He okay. The idea, and again, because I fell in love. I did the same thing. I fell in love with the idea of John Collins without thinking about the actual player. The actual player, DeAndre Hunter, is so like he gives you these spurts of like, okay, this is what DeAndre Hunter is. This is, and then you see it as like he's not. His consistency is it's not great. It's not great. It's not.
Yeah,
But somebody who's
that's true.
really,
But the thing he will, because in fairness, he did drop 27 tonight.
and that's the flashes I'm talking about. He dropped 27 a
But
night.
DeAndre Hunter's been good all season. Sorry, good all series, not season.
I'm about to say all season is crazy. Series is cool, but like it's not. It's not sustainable. It's not like I know I'm getting.
Oh wow,
Go
I
ahead.
lied. He's been
You see what I'm saying? He's been. He hasn't been good. He hasn't been good.
on the defensive end. He's been there. He
But
just
it's not.
hasn't.
But it's not worth as much as how bad he's been offensively. Like they had to play
Yeah,
Sadiq Bey at times, which I like
yeah.
Sadiq Bey, but he's not the.
In fairness, Sadiq has had his moments.
He had his moment, but he's inefficient too. So like they're getting these
He
inefficient
shoot
wings
like
to play
9 for 12 in game three. But yeah, no, I know what you mean.
like they get these inefficient wings to play next to an inefficient point guard. In the vacuum of it, you can't have an inefficient wing or inefficient wings if your point guard is not like the most
So yeah,
super efficient.
Sadiq just had it was 5 for 7, but he had 15 and 3 for 3 from three in game three.
And then went 0 for 4 in game game two, and then game one he went 2 for 6. Like
Yeah. No, no, no. I know, I
even today, 2%. Like what are we doing?
know. No,
Like
they
it's the
obviously
wings.
also this team this year it's not good. I'm like, but years past, it's not like they had bad players around him.
If the
And
if
I think problem number two is that John Collins contract because you
yeah,
got to get off of it at some point.
to make a move, yeah, you do.
I don't know how they do because their picks are they traded their picks.
For DeJounte, right? If I'm not
Yeah.
wrong. Mm-hmm.
And I just think you have to have every player has to be an elite player around Trey Young. And the chances of that happening, I don't think are that good.
The chances of them being better than DeAndre Hunter and John Collins is good. So I feel
Yes.
like it can happen because I have a question. This might sound crazy. Who do you think is harder to build around, Dame or Trey?
Trey.
Okay, why? Like why? Like
Trey's a worse defender and
sure,
less efficient.
Trey's a better playmaker and he can match Dame scoring. I can say that he can match Dame scoring easily. He can. He
Yeah, on 20 more shots. No,
That's okay when like Dame is Dame
that's
super
okay.
efficient. If I'm not wrong, is Dame super efficient?
This year he was. This
Okay,
year he had his probably his best season ever, which is what
which is
get
crazy. Yeah, he did. He
Dame
did.
out of Portland. Oh my god.
Yeah, he did have his best season. Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong about that. But like, it's still hard to build around Dame because the idea of him not he can't play off ball to save his life. Like him off ball is not great. At least
And Trey?
Trey is better than Dame off ball.
That's not saying much at all. That's like saying an ant is bigger than a gnat.
At least Trey have given a chance to play off ball. Actually, I can't say that. No, because see, never mind, never mind. That was bad. That's bad. That's a bad take. Never mind.
That
That's a
was a
bad take.
bad
That's
take.
a bad take.
Nah, it's harder to
It's
and
hard
look
to
at
build
what
around Trey.
yeah,
It is
it's probably harder to build around Trey.
because
Now,
he's smaller, worse defender,
smaller, worse defender.
and he doesn't command as much as no. I ain't gonna say he
Yeah, no,
commands
no, no, no,
attention.
no.
He
They
commands
both
attention.
command a lot of attention because Trey is a damn good playmaker.
Yeah,
I'm not, by the way, I'm not trying to say that as in like
it's hard to build
Trey's a
around
bad
small
player.
guards. That's
I'm
all
just
it is.
saying it's so hard to build around a guy who is probably the worst defender in the league.
Yeah, and then like who's undersized too. At least if he was like a Luca height, if it was
And
like
that's
Luca
why
height,
I
it'd be
think it's
trash.
easier to build around Luca.
Yeah. Luca got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Luca's got a lot of issues himself too, but that's a different
But
conversation.
but okay, I can see it. But okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
If they got like a Mikal Bridges or a,
Now we're
D,
talking.
a DFS Dorian Finney-Smith. Oh
Now,
man,
hold on.
oh man.
But what
Hey,
picks do you have to play with?
time out. You're right. You're right. Time out. It's a team in the North who's about to
Blow it.
listen, listen. Hey, yo, let me borrow some Pascal, some OG off of you. Like, ooh, that's a
For
whole
like
different
what?
conversation.
DeJounte Siakam and what picks?
That's a whole different question. That's why I said
They
let's
don't
not even
have
get
them.
into. But yeah, that series that we're currently in for that Atlanta, I thought it was gonna be 4-0. I thought it was gonna be 4-0. I thought Tatum Brown and Smart was gonna
I
do their thing.
I knew they'd take a game. Um, this Boston team since the All Star break hasn't felt as dominant, and also the player for player, this Hawks team is good.
Yeah, it is. Their backcourt is better, but y'all but your wings are a lot better, and the wings is what low key is running the league. So yeah,
And like we have the best player in the series.
yeah, and probably not probably y'all have the best defense and offense. So y'all
Yeah,
got it. Y'all got it.
yeah.
Um, what's next? That's two, three, and
The,
six.
the series that just ended
Yeah,
is
Mikael
the three
Bridges
six.
and the
No, wait,
Nuts.
what's the 3-6?
Mikael Bridges and the
Yeah,
Nets versus the Sixers.
yeah,
Sixers did what I thought they were gonna do.
yeah.
Oh,
I I did think because the Sixers can never close a series. Maybe they take one. Maybe the Nets would take one, but
Embiid has been getting. Oh my God! Can I talk about? Can I say something real quick?
bet.
Embiid has been getting superstar calls, and that's fair because he's a superstar. But the amount of he grabbed me like oh, he looked at me. Oh, I moved my arm. It's crazy. It's been crazy. It was crazy that series. I've seen him flop when Royce O'Neal just bumped him. Like
Yeah,
I've
I'm like,
seen it multiple times. Rough, and man, I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be in general. Refereeing has been bad this playoffs.
oh, it's
It's
been
been like
terrible.
generational bad.
It's been so like
I've
I
seen
don't.
some.
like to We all say we don't like to complain about refs, but man, this is. I don't like to complain about refereeing too much, like as a whole, and say it's like a huge issue. But man, it's been bad.
Alex, I've seen somebody who got stumped out, and that player got suspended for one game, and then
Yeah,
the other player in the East kicks another man in his and just
yeah.
says, "Nah, you're just ejected." Like that's crazy. Let me be
That
the
was
person in the West, and I'm getting suspended for two. Like,
yeah,
nah,
that
bro.
was wild. That was game three, right?
Yeah,
Between the
yeah,
Sixers and
yeah.
that was just some of the dumbest shit.
Harden is tapping people in their too. Like Harden's doing elbows down there. Nicholas Claxton dunks the ball, and it's get him out of here.
That was freaking
What are we doing?
that was freaking borderline WrestleMania.
Oh man.
I
Oh
don't
man.
even watch pro wrestling. I don't know why I said that. That's not even my. That was a tweet that
You're
I
not
saw.
wrong. You're not wrong. You're not
No,
wrong. But it was just
who
like
tweeted that? I want to give the credit. I don't remember who tweeted that.
that series was so bad. I'm glad it's over
Yeah, me too.
because watching it, it was like every. It was not even a game. It was like what referee could blow the whistle the most. Like I'm like, oh my god! I'm like you got it, you got it.
Yo, calm the hell down, please.
Am I
That
wrong?
that series, yeah, like you said.
Am I wrong? Every 2 minutes, it felt like yeah, foul, oh ejection. Oh, you're like, bro. All right, bro. They expect everybody to move like this and just be like, dunk the
It's
ball.
not.
Yes,
Bro. It's not about you.
it's not. But
Yeah,
boy,
I'm glad that series is over, but I'm not looking forward to playing Philly.
you think Philly is like that? Y'all,
They're good, bro.
y'all got Philly's number. Y'all been having Philly's number. Y'all like
I don't
that.
know.
Y'all might like that. But to talk about that series, Mikael Bridges has shown that he can probably be a number two, a good number two.
Yeah,
Um, he's better than the number three that he was in Phoenix, but he can be
definitely.
a super. He can be a good number two with a defense. He can do what he does. Cam Johnson showed why
Yeah, he'd
he's
be. Yeah, Cam Johnson is gonna get a bag. Um, and yeah, I speaking of guys I'd like next. I think we just said this. Guys we'd want like next to Trey Young. That's
mm-hmm,
a guy I'd like next to Dame.
yeah. Dame has reports that he might go to Brooklyn if things don't figure out.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, did Brooklyn
Things
not learn their lesson from trading for superstars?
I don't know. Dame is him, but Dame is
That's
not.
what we said about Harden, Kyrie, and KD.
Dame is not running from that grind.
Uh,
We down by 20, Dame. I'm not running from the grind.
But yeah. Anyway,
But
yeah, like
and
I'm glad that series is over. That was
also Embiid
up.
kind of struggled a little bit.
Yeah,
His playmaking showed. His playmaking showed, but
yeah,
offensively kind of
he
struggled.
passed really well out of doubles.
Yeah,
Passed
out
out
of
of
double,
doubles really well.
out of doubles, blitz. Yeah, he's passed it very well. But he kind of struggled with efficiency was, but I know because people like efficiency goes down in the playoffs. Yeah, but he's going
It's
against
okay. He
Nicholas
gets free
Claxton,
throws.
but like, and he gets free throws. But I just see the little things. I'm like, I make the little things bigger than it is because it's going to come back and bite you sometime in this playoffs. But
We'll see.
Harden, who's been crazy? Maxi, if Harden doesn't resign, because all the Maxi, y'all got it. Maxi is him.
Yeah, they're fine.
Maxi is
Honestly.
gonna be great. Maxi is gonna be great for them in the future. And Tobias Harris showed up at this playoffs also. I think
Yeah,
Tobias Harris is probably the most underrated player in this series for them. Tobias played very,
definitely.
very well. They
Yeah,
gave him
and
20 points.
he's just been really consistent.
And that's the thing we was waiting for the most is him because that bag that he got is saying like be the third option. He's shown that he can.
Nah, he's on a max. He should be a number one or two option, but whatever. Um, Now I don't know if we mentioned this. Joel Embiid is injured, as we said. Injuries absolutely suck.
Mhm.
Um, and he'll be back. We're not exactly sure.
We're not. Oh
Um,
yeah.
I think
Didn't
he'll
Doc
probably
didn't Doc say he should be back before the start
the
of the second round, or at
yeah
least game
should be.
two, something like that.
He should be.
Hopefully,
Um, but yeah,
but
excuse me. But
but
the Sixers did win Game 4 without Embiid, which
yep.
was also a really good showing. But also Brooklyn could not hit a three to save their lives.
And it was still a close game from what I remember. It was
That
still a close
game
game.
was once again that whole series was just hideous.
I'm telling you, we paid to see the refs that series, but that was the first series that got finished in a sweep, and that was the only series that can finish in a sweep.
I believe so.
Besides this one that's going on right now, if it's still
Yeah, let
going
me
on.
let me see. Let me just check the score of it real quick.
But yeah, that series was something else. Then the last
Oh,
thing,
Timberwolves did pull one out of the bag.
only team that got swept was the Nets. There you go. So it's
Yep,
nobody's getting swept the rest of this playoffs for the first
yep.
round, should I say? For the first round,
Freaking Jokic had 43, 11, and 6.
he's not an MVP. Let me stop and be better, right?
Just get him some help. And Ant had 34. So, hey.
Yeah. Hey,
Anyway,
Ant said, "I'm not losing. We're not going to get swept." He didn't go
yeah.
crazy, Ant. But
Anyway,
mm,
one more series we're gonna go through today. We'll actually stick to a midweek one, please.
yes, yes.
Who
I'm free. I'm free Wednesday. I'm free Wednesday.
bet?
I have nothing to do Wednesday.
Let's do Cavs Knicks. This has been such a weird series, man.
Man, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Yeah, you got it. Cause I
You really like Jalen Brunson, and that's fair. And I'm just thinking, imagine if RJ was freaking consistent. Because right now the Knicks are up 3-1. They look like they're about to win the series. The team that's up 3-1 wins 95% of the time, yada, yada, yada. But in fairness, if there's a team that I don't trust with a 3-1 lead, it is the Knicks. So it's not over. But it looks like it is. The Cavs just cannot get a good game from both Garland and Donovan Mitchell. On the offensive end, Mobley struggled. People are like saying, "Oh, he's a bust" because of that. I'm like, he's in his second season, and he also just finished third in DPOY voting. Shut the hell up, please. Um, Jared Allen's been fine, and just once again, they've just been kind of exposed because they do not have a three. Go ahead.
Like you said, I'm a Brunson fan, but my take on this age terrible. I right now it's aging terribly. Actually, it is. It did age terribly. I had the Cavs in 6. No, I had the Cavs in 5.
Oh,
Oh man, I had the
yeesh,
Cavs in
that's
5.
bad.
Yeah, but let me
Defend
Brunson.
yourself real quick
Yeah,
because I also need to because I think I said Cavs in 6 or 7.
yeah. Brunson is him. I
Jalen
I'm
Brunson's insane.
one of the few people who said Brunson is an overpay. Brunson is an overpay. I'm one of the few people who said that, and the people. Oh, I got
Yeah,
drafted.
I thought it was an overpay, and God, hindsight is
Oh
that's a
man,
steal of
and,
a contract.
and the reason why it's not an overpay, and I kept saying it because he goes down. The more you like, I think the fourth year is only like 24, 25. I'm like, oh, that's not an overpay. That's actually really, really
That's
good.
an underpay.
That's really, really good for the Knicks. While they've been winning the series, their defense has been great. From the idea of we're going to pressure Donovan Mitchell, and we're going to have Darius Garland carry them because we know Evan Mobley can do it because we have Mitchell Robinson down there, who's
Yeah,
been the best big this whole run. Who's been the best big this whole run? Julius
yeah,
Randle is still kind of inefficient a little bit, but it's okay because Jalen Brunson has his backpack on this series, and he's been the best player this series. And
yeah,
it's hard to say. It's crazy to say that because we talk about Donovan, and Donovan shows up during playoffs. This playoffs, he's been struggling. Um, and I got to give credit to the Knicks defense. Knicks defense has been playing great. They've been
yeah,
blitzing. They've been blitzing Donovan Mitchell early, and after that, he's been struggling to catch fire.
yeah.
But RJ Barrett, if you like you said, if RJ Barrett was more consistent, this series probably would have ended in 4 or 5. This series
Yeah,
would probably been
this
over.
series could be. It could have been a sweep,
Yeah, it could have been
but
a sweep.
RJ did have 2 good games in a row at MSG.
Yeah, at home. But they go back to Cleveland, and the reason why I had Cleveland in 6 and 5, is because Cleveland that I thought that backcourt would be too much, and I didn't think this is my fault because Tom has his players play defense. I didn't think that Cleveland backcourt would get obtained like they are about that Knicks backcourt. But the way they're blitzing Don and Darius when one is off and one is on, it's been very smart because Mobley
Yeah,
has not been that player. It's been slander, like you said, about around Mobley saying, "Hey, he hasn't been that guy. He hasn't been offensive for that guy. It's his second year. He just finished, like you said, DPOI as a candidate, top 3 as a candidate, and he's been still a good defender. He did have that mental lapse where he forgot to box out Julius Randle, and Randle did get that rebound and get that easy finish. But even if he did box him out, Randle has 40 pounds on the man, and Randle's jumping,
yeah,
and attacking. That's a lot of momentum going to Mobley. But a player who's been underwhelming, super underwhelming, besides RJ, and RJ kicked it up, like you said, has been either Isaac Okoro or Jared Allen. Just
yeah,
because Isaac Okoro, you can't play him. As good as you say his defense is, you can't play him because the reason why they're blitzing Donovan and Darius is because guess what? Or Coro hit a three, hit a three challenge. If you hit a three, you won that possession. But they've been playing hit a three challenge with Isaac Okoro. And then Cleveland's bench has been
bad.
Cleveland's
It's
bench
been
has been playing
terrible.
like this, like the whole season. And
Yeah,
that's why
and that was one of their big flaws that I feel like I should have not even their depth. It's just that they have on that team, other than Garland and Donovan Mitchell and Isaac Okoro every 5 games, nobody's creating a shot.
Uh,
No one's pressuring the rim. No one's
Karis
playmaking.
LeVert. Karis LeVert can do
I said
uh,
Karis LeVert every 5 games. Did I
the,
say Isaac
you
Okoro?
said Isaac Okoro, yeah.
Yeah, no, not Isaac Okoro.
But
Other than Karis LeVert every 5 games, Donovan and Darius Garland.
and I thought Ricky Rubio is going to be relieving some of that pressure off. He hasn't been that. He hasn't been that. But and that's why I was so heavy on why did you trade Kevin Love? Why did you trade Kevin Love? Kevin Love can really help right now. And look, I'm not wrong. Kevin Love can help right now just because one, you don't have to run two bigs that can't shoot from the perimeter. Now you can run of course you lose the defense, but your defense is already bad because you can't generate offense, and they're getting out in transition and running. So now you could really run a lineup of Kevin Love at the 4 and whatever center you want to throw at the 5, and now they can't just. We're going to since you got two bigs, you're going to have Mitchell Robinson roaming, Julius Randle just down there a little bit, and we're
Yeah,
going to have the third defender help off of Isaac Okoro because he can't hit the three to save his life. So
yeah.
now I can double the guard. If you try to throw it up to Mobley or Allen, guess what? I got Mitchell roaming.
It just congests the paint so much. And Mitchell and Garland can shoot, but they haven't shot that well. One and two, it's easier to guard them
It's easy to guard him when
when you don't
two
have
defenders
to
is not
respect. When you
two.
only have two respectable jump shooters, it's not that hard to defend against in a playoff setting when you can scheme, when you can take the time to scheme against it.
And it's also showing that the two double big lineups doesn't work unless one of them is a stretch. One of them
Yeah,
has to be able to stretch the floor, and that's another reason why I said again keep Kevin Love because Kevin Love will work in these. Kevin Love would have won them 2 games easily right now, just because of the
it could have been 2-2. We'll see, because that
my
makes it
my Cleveland
so
Five would have looked a lot better right now if they had Kevin Love. Because now
yeah,
Kevin Love right now for Miami, he's hitting his jumpers, he's grabbing
yeah.
rebounds against a better defense. He's doing that against a better defense. So that's why I was not. That's why when people say, "Hey, Kevin Love, he was really bad. He's not efficient," you don't care about what he is regular season. If he can hit two threes and grab a board, you're good in the playoffs.
Exactly.
But hey, they gotta figure out that bench because Chetty Osman is not doing it. Dean Wade, I think he hasn't played. Rhyming a little bit. Ricky Rubio, not that great. And Isaac Okoro is like you said, Karis LeVert is their third best player this
Yeah,
playoffs, and that's bad. That's bad. I don't even know
yeah.
who's been their who's been their best player this playoffs. That's the problem. I don't know who's been their best player
It's
this
been
playoffs.
Donovan, of course, but
I thought it was Garland. After tonight, I thought it was Garland.
Garland. I don't think Garland has had a good performance. So
He did. He had a 7 3 point night, 7 threes. He was super efficient.
yeah,
Super
but
efficient.
also wasn't Mitchell pretty good? I don't know.
Mitchell was a mid. Mitchell was like mid, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, okay. So no, it could be either, but
Yeah.
still,
But that's the
neither
problem.
of them.
That's the problem. It could
Yeah,
be either when it should be like, you know, yeah, yeah. Donovan Mitchell has been all right. Yeah, yeah. Darius Garland had like 32 and 17, and Mitchell had 17 and 13 that game.
yeah,
So it was like, all right.
yeah.
But they better figure it out. They only ran the
Well, they have to figure it out, otherwise they're gone. And
yeah.
honestly, I think from this point on, it's going to be Knicks in 6.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to win. They're going
I
to go back.
can't believe that. Can't believe that. But you know what? You know what I think?
Hmm.
And I don't think our coral gets burned the rest of the way. Or if he does, it's like 5 minutes because even though Karis LeVert is not a defender, he's a better like right now you need offense because you can't
At least he can create his freaking shot.
yeah, yeah. Um
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
Isaac Coro, yeah, you just played yourself out of the
What's his
rotation.
name? Oh my God. What's the GM's name? I should know this.
No, because I was about to say the coach JB. No, JB. Talking about the coach, you figure out their GM. JB got to come up with better rotations to play, and like
In fairness, in fairness to JB Biggerstaff, like he
he
does not
doesn't
have
have too much to work
he,
with,
the
and better
best.
sets, bro. But he can work on the better
Yes.
sets. He can work on the better sets. But yeah, Isaac Coro, that 3 point shooting that we saw at the end of the year, shooting sub 40% from three, that thing was fraudulent, my boy. It was fraudulent. But I, that front office got some moves to make to get that team up. At least a 3-and-D guy from the wing or a better bench. Either one of those would be sufficient to help. And I think Jared Allen is out of there because I haven't seen Jared Allen really impact the
Oh,
game like we
Kobe
thought he
Altman.
was.
That's who I was thinking of, but
Kobe
he was
Altman, yeah,
promoted to president.
yeah. But
But yeah, Kobe
also,
Altman, whoever their current GM is, do your job.
you
Well, I'm not saying they didn't do it well last offseason, but get working.
could have done something at the trade deadline. Hey, you're
Yeah,
funny. You're naturally funny without trying. That was funny. Do your job. You're like,
that sounds disrespectful as hell, though.
the
That
way
sounds
you
like
said it, the way you said it, did it. You said
it
you,
sounds like I'm saying like, oh, they didn't do a good job because they're still
bro,
in a good spot for the
bro,
foreseeable future.
you said it like you were a GM, and you said I did a better job. Like, do your job.
No, I can't. I'm not a GM. I'm too emotional.
Oh
Um,
man, but that was funny. Well, that was funny.
but yeah,
Those are the moments I like.
but
But
it's time to get working.
it's time to
Um,
get.
anyway, any final notes?
No, that was the Eastern Conference right there. We'll be
Problem is
back.
we got. Problem is you gotta get this out fucking quick because
Oh,
we
I'll do it
don't need this
tomorrow.
to
I'll do it
become
tomorrow.
outdated.
Yeah, no, I'll do this tomorrow, and then because tomorrow is Monday and no series ends tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have this done tomorrow.
But
Nobody loses Tuesday either. Ooh, mm, mm.
hmm,
We might have to do the pod Tuesday.
bet
Yeah, we'll have to do it Tuesday. Yep,
bet.
yep, we'll do it Tuesday. I'll have it out Monday. Y'all are
All
getting it
right,
back to back there. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. I know y'all going to get it back to back because guess what? I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'll have this done by the morning. But
god damn. Okay.
yeah, I'll have this done by the morning. It'll be uploaded in the afternoon. Um,
All right.
but yeah,
Cool.
this is send us out, my boss. Send us
All
out,
right.
boss.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Game Time Review podcast. Make sure you follow us both on Twitter. If you are on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, drop a follow and rate 5 stars. And if you're feeling extra generous, feel free to share the podcast. And we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace. Like he said. Oh my God. Oh, wait, peace.
I fucking nailed that too. Come on.
I'm gonna edit my part out. I can fix that.
All right. Peace.